Fritzy brought up a great point.
Are there clips today? Is the cicadas in?
I'm sorry.
I'm surprised they were took a couple of seconds
I know,
there.
it did. They were both reaching for the button there. Fritzy, I didn't know how to phrase it, Todd, but I
Seton
thought
and I actually, our hands made contact.
It was like where the two fingers point at each other. What's that in like the Sistine Chapel or something? Like that. The fingers connecting right over the breaking news button.
Guys are the worst.
The worst.
Todd said the NFL standings this year, because we're going to 17 games, will resemble a March Madness bracket. You'll have the 1 versus 16, 4, 13, 5, 12, 6, 11, 8, 9, and the 7, 10.
Barring tiebreakers, these are going to be the records of all the teams in the different divisions. It's going to look like the matchups of the seedings of March Madness.
Yeah. Like Texans could be 1 and 16.
You got the 10 against the 7, you got the 6 and 11, you got the 5, 12, the 4, 13.
Oh, you're just getting it now, McLevin?
Yeah, I didn't get it at first.
Okay. Yeah. 5, 12, that could be the Lions. 9, 8 could be the Cowboys.
Your Patriots, 10-7 maybe.
Maybe the Patriots at 10 and 7. How long did you work on this?
McLevin's giving me I'm not impressed at all with that. It's silly. Why did you even bother typing that and sending that around?
I wouldn't exactly consider that advanced analytics, that Todd can do basic math.
It just kind of hit me. It's like these records are all going to be like seedings of March Madness. That's all. I just thought it's kind of fun.
Okay.
I like to play with numbers.
Am I grading on a curve, McLevin, with Todd? Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
But I'm such an idiot. I'm like, well, there are only 16 teams in a bracket and there's 17 games, so this doesn't make any sense. Then I'm like, oh, but if you put them against each other, which I still can't wrap my head around.
Yes, Seton.
We should run this by any one of our guests for tomorrow's show.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Look at that.
He was busy crunching the numbers.
I was.
Yeah, it's okay. Todd, soon as the show ends and I walk out, now sometimes
You love when I attack you the second the show's over. So what are we thinking about tomorrow? I was thinking maybe this guy, that guy, that guy. What about this guy?
I get done with the show, then I have some recordings, like commercial reads, and so I have about 5 minutes there, and then I'm spent.
You've
after
just
3 hours.
entertained the nation for 3 hours. The last thing you need is me in your face going, so about the show in 21 hours from now.
And I walk outside to the other side where the Danettes are. And then I know Todd is going to pick his spot because I'm done with the show, and it's been 3 hours, it's live. And I start to walk towards the gym, to walk outside just to get fresh air. And then I'll take 3 steps, and Todd will go.
It's a daily angst that I have of when I can address this.
Yes, I know. And Todd will go, I got a couple of names I want to run by you. And then I'll keep walking because I just don't want to hear that. But I know you have to do your job.
I'll even add, I'll make it really quick.
Yes,
right? For
you
some reason
do.
I feel a need. I have to say that I could probably do this in 30 seconds or less if you let me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Paul.
But like yesterday, for example, Todd gave 2 names. And then as you're walking out the door here, and then Pat 40 would be good for it. And then he stops at the end of Pat 40 would be good. He's covered.
And then I'll look at Paul and go so do you think he does want that person on or he's not interested?
You know what? I want
means.
you guys to decide.
That doesn't work.
Like I can be the tiebreaker.
That's never going to happen.
Never going to happen.
I know.
It's only been 14 years that we've been juggling that one. It's never going to happen.
I know.
It is a special treat though to sit here and watch you walk through the door into here, and Todd be like, "Hey, I just wanted to run a couple of guests right," and just watch you walk right past them through back out into the kitchen.
I'm spent.
Hey, I was just gonna say, can we do this?
It's
Not,
like
not I'll be right back or give me 5 minutes so I know you want to go over a few days. Just walking past me like I'm a ghost.
I know eventually I'll get to it.
I know you will too. And it's that kind of like, we should give you a little bit more of a break after entertaining a nation for 3 hours to go do what you have to do instead of immediately going, okay, what about tomorrow? What about the next day? So I can appreciate that.
But if you know I need a break, then why do you continue to do it?
Because I'm very obsessive, compulsive, and anal, and I want to check the box. And I think I don't want to drag Paulie into it too, but I think he's of the same mindset. Let's no time like the present to get a jump on tomorrow and maybe kick around a few names, which isn't a terrible thing.
It's a tough situation because you've just done 3 and you're ready to stop talking and stop hearing something. But Todd must do it. He has to do it.
Why don't you just ask the audience? Why
You
don't you
send out
just
like tweets and Facebook messages?
Just say,
what do you think of this guy?
hey, we're thinking about, what do you think?
Well, they'll say, how about Patrick Mahomes and Peyton Manning?
No,
for
I
you?
know.
Yeah, how about it though?
And that's what I say too. Yeah, how about
Yeah,
it, Todd?
why not? Let's do that show.
Working on it. Working on it.
A lot of effort in going on.
Fortunately, it's not that easy. You just send
I know.
an email
And
people
then
just say,
Todd-
people think I have this magic ability to do that.
Todd will sometimes go, there's a chance we could get, and then I'll go on the air and say, yeah, and Todd says we're going to have Tiger Woods tomorrow.
And Paul has warned me about that many years ago back in the Bristol cubicle days. Why would you even bring that up unless it's happening? Because then he's going to just like think it's happening and then he's going to be disappointed or he's going to promote it on the air. Well, just like wait for it to happen instead of saying maybe this guy or there's a chance that guy.
I know, but you always have to, it feels like you have to have an update for me. You got to tell me something that
I do. I feel compelled to do that.
Like I don't think you're working. I know you're working. I do.
It's an insecurity that but I'll say like, maybe next week Ben Roethlisberger, then all of a sudden and Ben Roethlisberger will be joining us, and then Paul will turn around in his chair going, see, that's what you get.
When I walk out of here in 45 minutes, what are you going to say?
I'm going to say you've just spent 3 hours entertaining a nation, and a little bit later on today we can discuss some names. In the meantime, enjoy some nice barbecue that Chad flew all the way in to make this lovely Meat Thursday and Meat Friday.
But you don't have to say anything.
I have to say something.
No,
I don't.
no.
I don't like the
How
quiet.
about this? Hey, great show.
Oh, interesting.
Man, it's really, really, really rare when you've said that. You've never.
But I've told you why that is. Right? We assume it's going to be a great show, and all the interviews are going to be great. You can ask great questions.
Never initiated.
I should do, but you don't need a pat on the back like I do. We've addressed this. You guys are all very strong-minded,
Who doesn't
confident
need
people.
it?
You guys don't need it as much as I need it.
Yeah, see.
What if you just let Todd book the show?
Oh, no, because I've...
No. Why not? He's the best booker in the business. Why don't you just let Todd book the show, and then when he comes in, be like, all right, who do we have today? And it's going to be, these are the people we're talking to on these stories, and this is why.
Okay,
That would make things a lot easier.
he texted me last night to has an actor on the show.
Oh, that I saw on TikTok.
Yeah, so it's an actor that you wouldn't think. Chaz
Palminteri.
Palminteri.
He went off on the whole Baez thumbs up, thumbs down booing thing compared it to the Yankees.
Yeah, but it's 1990s Chaz Palminteri.
Yeah, but he's a historic figure in all these gangster movies. And he kind of got really angry about that. He made this interesting Mets-Yankees analogy about booing players.
Yes, Paul.
I'm going to just wrap it up this way if I could. Our imperfect, frustrating, annoying booking system
Oh, I thought you meant Booker.
is no. Our system that we have, which is imperfect, frustrating, annoying, is not changing ever, and we should move on. It is what it is until the end of this show.
Because what happens is then I'm have to cancel people and stuff.
I'm a realist, not a dreamer. This is our system.
Just let him book it.
Never going to happen.
Do you guys want to let Todd book the show for tomorrow?
Nope.
You know, remember when they chanted,
Just
let
one
them
day.
play?
Yeah.
Let
them
Todd book.
Oh, let Todd book.
Let Todd book.
Okay. All right. Friday. You tell us. Don't text me. Don't do anything. You tell
Is this
me.
really what you want to
Yeah.
do?
Let me see what you can do.
It's a complete mystery what guests we're having on the show tomorrow.
How's
Just walk
that?
in, morning meeting, be like, all right, here we go.
So there's going to be no questions about why this
Let
one
me just
or
see. Let me
we
see
should
what
cancel
you.
that guy.
Let
or-
me see. Yes. You go through all the websites, watch ESPN, get the landscape of sports and/or entertainment, and you book the show. You produce it.
But what about you guys aren't going to have this urge to go like why him
No.
or why her? Why at that time slot? How is that a first hour guest? That should be a third hour guest.
I'm not going to question anything. I'm going to let Todd. It's like let Russ cook. I'm going to let Todd book.
There you go. Exactly. Let Russ cook, let Todd book.